Oh Lord. You can't make this up. Stay. All praises. I had to check that sound like it was raining outside, y'all. Dirty been doing his workout. He been doing his thing. Q didn't work out today. I mean, they played in the backyard, but I let him do a little extra cardio when I'm downstairs sometime. But it looks like my guys want to go for a walk and talk. Y'all want to go for a walk and talk? Well, let's go. Side. Oh, man, now that we out here, I wasn't tripping, but it is starting to sprinkle. I like sprinkle, but I think we can do a quick little walk. Hey, no pull. A quick little walk in the neighborhood, I guess. Just let them stretch your legs because it's beautiful out. Yeah. Come on, let's go. It's a nice little mist, but nice little mist ain't never hurt nobody. But want to talk about ghost riding. You know, what I mean by ghost riding, I'm speaking metaphorically. You know, when people speak on your life, you've been through so much trauma or, you know, different issues in life, whatever you might have been through. Who knows what you've been through? But sometimes people try to, you know, leave you, divorce you, and try to leave a negative stain on your name or try to make you feel a certain kind of way, you know, when you never even deserved it. And I'm talking to you a lot of times, man, because I know a lot of you guys have suffered a lot of stuff in this society. And yeah, I know, sisters, you guys been through some stuff yourself. And they try to leave a bad name. They try to put a stain on your name. And then sometimes you kind of like, damn, I didn't deserve this. And why am I going through this and all that type of stuff? And you can't allow them people to try to finesse you and put you in a situation where you're thinking negative about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Are you feeling down about yourself? Are you feeling depressed about your situation or whatever the case may be? You know, you have to get over what they're trying, the picture they're trying to paint of you. All right, let's go. The picture that they're trying to paint of you, you be like, whatever. They try to hurt you. They try to, you know, do things where it's a shock to you and all that type of stuff. You know, you write that in your story as, hey, yeah, it stung a little bit, but it's nothing. It's nothing to a G, or it's nothing to a woman, or it's nothing to a brother, it's nothing to a man. You know what I'm saying? Just like, the point I'm making is like people will be trying to put you in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Or even your so-called friends or your so-called relatives, they'll look at you from the corner of their eyes like, why you go through this and why you go through that? You know, I'm just naming out, you know, just common things that one might experience that sometimes might cause them to put their best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? The hell with them. The hell with their opinions and their views or their assumptions about your situation. It's your life that you got to get in order. And you're going to have to just accept that, you know, things happen. And unexpected things happen. It's common to a lot of people on earth that unforeseen things happen in your life that change your life, the life course. And especially you, man, you know, a lot of times, men and women, but, you know, sometimes I made a video about just starting over. You know, everybody's got to start over sometime. You know what I'm saying? And forget it. Let this be the start over, and hopefully you've learned from your mistakes. So many people don't learn from the mistakes, but this is not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the people who's trying to do better, who wants to do better, who needs that inspiration, who wants to know, who understand that they are not by themselves, that they're not alone, or this just didn't happen to you. It happens to a lot of us. So imagine the person that it happened to who happened to experience such a worse situation and created something beautiful from it. And that could be you. That will be you. You have to say, you know what? You try to drag me through the mud, but you know what? I made facial cream from this mud and I'm going to come out beautiful at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Type of still. You got to just You got to work on your self-talk. You got to work on your self-talk, your self-belief, and you got to forgive the people that's offended yourself. You got to forgive yourself. It's a whole real process. Come on, let's go, Dirty. It's a whole real process that you really have to undergo into creating and writing the life that you want to experience. You know, but you have nothing but time. You know what I'm saying? Be patient. It's going to be a patient road. But in the process, you know, go through the pain, get you some counseling, talk to somebody, pray, switch it up, you know, eat better, work out, exercise. You know, having these dogs, boy, I get more exercise than I need sometimes, because me having to care for them and be right by them like I'm doing now, walking. They've already played outside, and Dirty probably did them like a mile and a half on a treadmill, you know. And I worked out after I got home from work, and I have other things I have to attend to. I have other business I have to make sure things are on the up and up. But it's like, okay, let me go for a walk real quick while it's dry. Let me give these guys a little time to stretch their legs, remembering that, you know, they were in the kennel or in at home when I was at work. Just giving them their balance, you know. And if it was just Dirty I wouldn't have to worry about it, because Dirty had plenty of cardio today. But I'm just going an extra mile so that Q can get his exercise in. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow I'll go right back to work. I don't know what time I get off work. But the point I'm making is the exercise that I get from just caring for these animals. You might want to buy your pet. Go on walks. Go on walks with the pet. And part of your new journey, you might go to a dog park and meet you a friend. You know what I'm saying? Dogs are great icebreakers. Dogs are great icebreakers. Buy your pet, care for your pet. I know a lot of men be having so much love to give, and I'm one of those type of men where it's like, dang, I gotta pour love into something, and I definitely pour love into myself. I pay crazy love into myself and respect to myself, and that's why I'm able to pour and give out in a public manner with this YouTube channel, because my cup runs over. I respect myself and I love myself, and I don't want to be selfish where that I can share good ideas with those who might need it, or inspiration with those that may need it. And I'm sure you guys have that same energy too. You know what I'm saying? You can share that love. Your story could be inspirations. You can heal people and help people, because everybody's story is different. But don't let no hater, don't let nobody who doesn't have a positive influence on you write your story. Don't let anybody, whether they have a good influence on you, write your own story. You know what I'm saying? Your story in your life is unique to you. You were here, you were brought on this earth, on this planet, for a real reason. You were part of the Most High's imagination. And now you have to use your imagination to create the life and experience that you want and you deserve. What do you want? And you have to condition yourself to be willing to receive what it is that you want. You know, everybody wants something. You have to allow yourself to realize you deserve it. And sometimes that comes through blood, sweat, and tears. That comes from hard work and discipline. You know what I'm saying? To line yourself up what it is that you deserve. You know, and it's okay. One step at a time and do the work. Come on, guys. We're going to turn around. Come on. Walk them down one more time. Then we're going to wrap this thing up. But, yeah. Don't let nobody write your story. You write your own story. Get that pen out. And you become as creative as your mind allow you to be. You want a family? You can have a family. Even though, we hear a lot about how it's so challenging in this society, it doesn't have to be your reality. If you are willing to do the work, learn and educate yourself on how the human mind works, how humans are in this society, and start elevating your understanding, you will know how to navigate better. Most relationships fail because of the lack of knowledge that people have. You know what I'm saying? And then being so full of anxiety when you meet somebody, they're pretty or they're handsome, and then you kind of get a little impatient and you just wrap yourself in the situation. It happens to the best of us. But if you're in a situation where you're a bachelorette, or a bachelor, or even you might be married, listen to this video. You know what I'm saying? You could still rewrite the next chapter or be more focused on the next chapter. Okay, this next chapter I'm going to be more adventurous. I'm going to be more kind to my spouse. I'm not going to tell her, I'm just going to show her. Or I'm not going to tell him, I'm just going to show him. I'm going to start cooking more. I'm going to start making more love to this person. And I'm going to start praying for this person. I'm going to be kind to their children. I'm going to be kind to our children, or whatever the situation is. You have to become like a child at times. The scripture says the kingdom of God is like a child. It's for such that humbles himself like a child. And a child is pure. A child is always adventurous. You have to humble yourself like a child to raise yourself up to a higher level of consciousness. Be open-minded. Get over certain stuff. Sometimes you got to get over yourself. That's another thing. Not knowing how to just not take yourself so serious. There's a time and place for everything. There's time and place for everything. So you know what you need to change. If you need help with that, ask somebody. You need ideas, ask somebody, pray. Reach out to me on the comments. Reach out if you need somebody to chop it up with to start pointing you in the right direction on certain books. Or if you just say, hey, keep me in your prayers, stuff like that. But another thing is, when it comes to prayer, know that your prayers are more effective for yourself than anyone else praying for yourself. And that's just that. But I feel good as a pet owner, allowing these guys to get a little extra walk, even though it's a little small little mist on us. We all good, and it's all good. I know there's all different holidays that people are celebrating. Some people might be lonely. You know what I'm saying? Say, I don't want to be lonely, but if it pleases the Lord next year, I'm going to have people to share a holiday with, if that's what you want. And then you got to start lining yourself up with, I'm going to celebrate a holiday next year, I'm going to have a woman. Okay, well, what kind of man do you think that woman going to want out of you? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be kind, gentle? Your hygiene going to be on point? Are you going to be, fit? Are you going to be able to take her out and take her on chariot rides? You know what I mean? Like, you have to start thinking about all the type of things that you want to bring to the table in your experience and start preparing for them now. And start using your imagination. Your imagination and how things like that would feel. Keep those type of things in mind, you guys. Well, that's it for tonight. That's it for tonight. Learn to be still and be full of hope, you guys. Just be full of hope one day at a time. One day at a time. Just be so full of hope. It's like, my life is going to get better. My life is going to change. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's going to start with hope. The hope is all you really need. Just think about it. Think about you actually having a life after all that you've been through. When it's all said and done, because you made the time to use your imagination and practice some disciplines, you have the life that you've always wanted, because you begin to write your story. That's it. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.